Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's another day. I ran into an issue with this homemade rotisserie. When I would try to spin it, it would kind of bind. And I think my problem is over here with the angle of this engine stands. It's angled up. When I would spin the rotisserie or the frame, it would kind of bind up and it would not flip all the way over or upside down. And I think the reason for that is this the angle in which this supporting plate on the engine stand is at an angle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to cut it right here at the weld and reposition it straight with the level. I'm going to do that on both sides, and I think that's going to take care of our issue. I tried shimming it with different kinds of angled shims, but it doesn't work. It's just that, when it's turned, because it's not perfectly straight, it binds. So let me try to do that and see what happens. My dog's right here in the middle of the picture. He's not very happy. He needs to go inside, I suppose. It's not very cold, but it is kind of raining, so he doesn't like the rain. So I'm going to grind that off. I'm going to cut it and then reposition it and then re-weld it. So let's do that. I'm just going to tap it a little bit more up on this end. As you can see, the bubble, it needs to go this way, and if we do that, then we would be right there in the middle of the bubble. So I think it needs to go up about a 1/4 inch, maybe. There you go, guys. The bubble is right in the middle. So this is the gap that I had to do to get this welded. Get this leveled so that I can get it welded. So I'm probably gonna stick some pieces of metal here to be used as spacers, because there's a large gap that we would have to weld. Let me see what I got so that I can do that. As you can see, I'm already set up here to do some welding. I found a piece of flat bar that I had left over from another project. So I just bended it to go around to reinforce it. And as you can see, we're on the bubble there. Nice and nice and level. So we're ready to go there. I'm gonna start just by tacking here probably and here to keep this from moving. And once I do that, I'm just gonna give it the best welds that we can give it on there with this small welder that I have, but I think this is not a big job for it. I think it's gonna do it, guys. Not the prettiest. I don't claim to be a welder, but it's pretty good, pretty hot. Got some pretty good heat on that weld, and I don't think this is gonna go anywhere. And most of all, this is nice and flat now, and it should help us with the binding. So all we can do is try it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try again, bolt it back up, and once I know that it fits and it works well, we're gonna come back and clean all this up, and we're gonna give this make it look pretty, make it look presentable, and we're gonna give it a coat or fresh paint. We ended up doing the same thing to this tube here because it was also at an angle, so I ended up cutting it again off camera and we welded it nice and level. So now the rotisserie works fine. I'm able to flip it back and forth. The only thing I need to do now, and so you can see what I'm doing, I'm gonna go ahead and weld this so they can get more strength. So I'm gonna go ahead and weld all these areas here. So here we go. As you can tell, the rotisserie works real good. It spins really nice and free, and I'm really happy about that. The only thing I got left over is to do some more welds here on the back. The same thing that I've just done here on the angle iron pieces. And as soon as I do that, then I'm gonna take the whole thing off and then clean it up real good and then give it a good paint. Hey, it's another day today, and today we're gonna take these freshly made rotisserie made out of engine stands. We're gonna take both of them off one at a time, and we're gonna give it a nice paint job because they look kind of bad. We're gonna make them look good. So I'm gonna see what kind of color paint I got, and we're gonna clean them up, and we're gonna give it a paint job. So here we go. Got everything set up here on this stand. So let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. I'll use my trusty wire wheel, and here we go. I'm gonna let it kind of dry a little bit. And then I'm looking for some other paint color to paint these with. The stand here. I think I found some candidates here, some colors. So let me see what I got. Found some orange tractor paint. So I think we're gonna give this a try. It sounds like it's liquidy on the inside. So we're gonna shake it up real good. And let's get this ready too. Now the paint can opened, and that's the color. That's what it looks like. It's like a orange, and got it kind of mixed up pretty good. And we're just gonna, put some light coats on there, throw some color on it to make it look better. Okay, let me get my gun ready, and we're just gonna do it right here and get it done. I think I think that's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna flip it over and do the other side. I think I'm done, guys. You know what, on camera it doesn't look all that great from what I can tell, but in real life here it's really pretty shiny and more orange than what it looks like on camera. Let me see if I can get you a close-up so you can see, well, you can see a little bit the reflection up there on that tube, how nice and glossy it is. Not a bad job for something that was thrown outside for decades, just making it look better. So there you have that. I'm gonna put it back together. I painted the other parts black. As you can see there, the wheels and that the mounting plate. So we put everything back together. Now that we're done with the first one, we got it nice and painted. Gonna go ahead and water wheel this one and do the same thing to it. Then we're gonna let it dry overnight. or in a few hours or whatever. We're back to working on this frame rotisserie, and as you can see, we got it painted already. And the only thing I need to do to finish it off, I got this square tubing here in the middle because I noticed that it was kind of wobbly, and sometimes you wanted to move in and out like that, it would flex a little bit. So for safety reasons, I went ahead and got this 2x2 square tubing here, and I painted it too. The only thing I need to do now is I need to attach it here and at the end, and I'm about to do that right now, and that'll finish off on this project here on this frame rotisserie. And so far I'm pretty happy with it. As you can see, I went and got everything cleaned up and everything. You couldn't even tell. You would think this is the different engine stands, but this is the same ones. And you will see on the video that I had painted those and got them pretty nice and refurbished in my own way. So I need to make those brackets, as I said. So this is what I'm gonna do right now. So let's do it. And the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna use a U bracket like this. I'm gonna attach it on the end there of the bottom of that engine stand, and it's gonna go like this. Gonna go weld it at the middle there, and I'm just gonna put that and cradle it in place, and I'm gonna put a through bolt to it. I'm gonna do that on both ends, and that's gonna finish our little project here on this rotisserie out of engine stands. So I'm gonna do another one like this. Then I'm gonna weld it in place and paint it, and that'll be the finished product on this from Rotisserie. So let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and I already got it cut. I'm just gonna go ahead and bend it. I just bolted up that middle bar that ties everything together, and I'm just gonna give it a little push back and forth and see what it acts like. It should be a lot more stable than what it was before. And in case you need to move it around in the shop, you can do it like this with no problem. It just needs to be on a nice hard surface like concrete. Go back and forth just like that, no problem at all. So they made it a whole lot more stable. And let me see, I'm gonna spin it now. I'll remove this bolt from here and move the other one from the other side. This is what locks it in place. And now it's nice and free, and I can already tell that it wants to spin real easy. Look at that. So, you know, it can be done, and then you can customize it to meet your needs. Like for this one, you know, this is for a short wheelbase Chevy truck, square body. So I'm sure if it was a long bed, then, you know, you would have to extend that middle bar on there, but the end should be the same. It is interfering a little bit on this side because there's an angle here on this engine stand, but it's just a matter of spacing this out a little bit, but I'm not concerned about that. I mean, I can go this way or the other way, so that can work on this frame. It's been super easy. One-man job could be done. Then you can spin it this way too. Just like that. So let me show you up close what I got going on here. So it rained all last night. That's why, you know, the shop is open here on the side, just to work on that. So the water came in, the rain came in, and it got all this wet here. That's why it looks wet. But I was able to paint everything, even if the weather was like that. But that's what it looks like, guys. I'm really proud of the way it came out. It's some guys will say it's 100%, and it can actually be done. And from one side to the other, you know, everything takes effort and work. So you need to figure out one step at a time. So there's the other engine stand. This one's different than the one on the front. I got a little bit of interference there. If I spin it the other way there at the bottom, but I think all I need to do is just scoot this over right here this way, and it'll clear fine. So there's the angle iron pieces that I have welded on there, and they're nice and strong. You don't need anything else. You know, I did buy some square tubing to do this, but the angle iron worked out real good. And like I said, I painted everything, and you saw. And there's my dog again. It doesn't like the wetness here with the rain, but there you go. It's got my fingerprints all over it because the paint was still a little tacky, a little bit wet, but you know, that's the way I was able to attach that square tubing to the top. I welded that little square bracket there on top that is painted black, and comes all the way down here, and the same thing over here. Got fingerprints all over it, some dirt and stuff, and it looks like a brand new rotisserie, and it kind of works like it is. And I saved thousands of dollars, and I got this, you know, ready for the next job, so you can reuse it. You could even reuse the engine stands if you wanted to. So I'm really happy with it and the way that it came out. So let me know what you think. And then my next project will be, once I get this frame all nice and clean and paint it, then my next project will be to create a kind of the same thing for this cab here, for the truck cab, and create some kind of a jig similar to that. I might even use the same ends here, which I call it the ends, but in reality is the engine stands. I'm probably gonna use the same ones. I don't know if they're gonna be tall enough or not, or what. But if they're not tall enough, I just have to buy another set and kind of chop them up from Harbor Freight. Not sponsored by them, but they're cheap enough to where you can do whatever you want to do with them. So there you go, guys. It can be done. Thanks for watching this video on this build here on this truck, and then on this frame rotisserie, self-made frame rotisserie out of engine stands. So it can be done with some effort. So thanks for watching until the end, and thanks for watching my videos. You guys have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. Have an awesome day.